Hey, this is Belinda with the Southern Scribe, and I have another traveler's notebook that I'd like to share with you. Before I do that, though, I'd like for you to listen to one of my favorite quotes. It kind of explains this book, and it goes, "The mind can be a tricky thing. For some reason, it forgets the good times in your life and will hold on to memories that no longer serve you. That's not a good thing. All those things just make you miserable. You have to let them go. The only things in your life worth holding on to and sharing with the people you love are what the heart remembers. Don't ever forget that." And that was a quote that my dad, Mr. Cecil Ransom Munn, told me long, long ago when I was about 13 years old. And I wrote it down in a journal, and I've never forgotten it. Now, this book is entitled What the Heart Remembers because of that quote. And like I said, it's another traveler's notebook. There's a side view, and you can see I put some lace and fabric in there. There's the back. I left it plain, but this paper is wonderful. It feels almost like linen. I love the paper. On the front, I put a little tag where you can write the title of your book and a photograph. And down at the bottom, I did a little collage work of things that someone might remember. A child, a place, family. There's a woman, and some little embellishments that I imagine could have come off some vintage clothing or jewelry. Now, this book has 142 pages, I believe, over 33 tags and several pockets and tuck spots, and I got it all in a 1.5-inch spine and left plenty of room for writing, so I'd like to flip through and show that to you now. It has a wraparound closure, and on the inside cover, I want to do a little close-up of that. It's more collage work. Lots of tucks, and I'll show you. This is a piece of ephemera. This is also a piece of ephemera, and it's one of my favorite. It's some pictures of a Victorian couple in one of the first photo booths, and they start off quite serious, and they end up laughing together. I love that. This is a baby, and she opens up for writing space back there. And this is a picture of a woman tucked behind this little thing that looks like a diploma. And there's a little ticket stuck in that pocket and a little piece of paper for writing there. And this is a fabric pocket that is sewn on and script stamped on. And it has a ticket in there and also a little piece of ephemera that has a stamp image on it there. And this is the first page. And this is a pocket that I made out of some Tim Holtz like photo booth images there, and a couple of pieces of ephemera that just tuck. They're script stamping. All the pages are coffee stained, and they're script stamping throughout. I used a few of the papers from the Miss Nellie collection because it just really, really, really gives me inspiration. So I put that in there with a little pin with beads and a little Tim Holtz thing down here with a pin with buttons on it. And more paper. And there's some of that drawing and sketch paper back to back there with more coffee stained paper for writing and lace and a pin with buttons, little beads there. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of flip through. I know you get tired of hearing me say coffee stained with script stamp. I'll just let you take a look. The book is quite full, and it has the elastics. 2 of the signatures are on elastics, like in the last Traveler's Journal, and 1 is tucked in a pocket. Now this is an envelope page, and it has a piece of ephemera that looks like an old-time card tucked away in there. You can certainly put a lot more in there. And papers, lots of fabrics and pins and beads. And I just don't want to overdo the explanation on this one. It's really a book full. Now this in the center, added to the 3 inserts for writing, is sort of like a little dashboard, and when you open it up, it has 3 pieces of ephemera tucked on this side. And on this side, it's sort of collaged a little bit. There's a picture on front, and it has a photograph and a tag behind it, and more ephemera. And there's a pocket to tuck things that I just put some ephemera behind there. And that is Tim Holtz postage washi tape there that kept the vintage look for me, I think. Some ephemera and another pocket with photo booth there. More fabric and beads and sketch paper and drawing paper. Lace on the pretty printed paper. See, plenty of room to write what your heart remembers. And there's fabric sewn on this center here. And there's more papers. And lace. I love the images. Like I said, it's very inspirational. The Miss Nellie fabric with a pin and beads. And there are a total of 3 of those Tim Holtz pins with buttons. There's some ephemera behind a pocket. And here, and this little girl's image makes a pocket for a vintage image. These are things that I think the heart would remember. Photos of family, ticket stubs, pieces of card that you hold on to remember, you know, who sent you a card for your birthday. And this little tuck here is made out of a postcard, and it raises up like that. And you can journal on the inside, but there's a little pocket there with another vintage image and card for tucking away, folding down. Papers there. And there's the third of the, I think I missed one back there, but they're all like this. The little, all 3 are the pins, and they all have 3 buttons. And plenty of room for writing. Lace and pins with beads. I love that. And like I said, this is for you to fill up with things that your heart remembers. And there's lots of room to do that, as you can see. 142 pages. All of the side pockets and tucks, there's some lace with beading and a pin. They all have plenty of tags so that you can add ideas or put your own things in there. And the inside of the back cover is another collage. There's an image of a man with the little ticket that tucks behind him. And these ladies are attached and make their own tuck spot. And there's a piece of ephemera there. And these are pockets. So there's a card. And this card opens into a book type thing. And another card there. So lots, excuse me, lots and lots of room for journaling. I think this book has a beautiful, beautiful profile on it. It's exactly what I imagine an old traveler's journal would look like. And it's going to be for sale on my Facebook page. I'll leave a link below, and you can comment under the picture on Facebook, or certainly send me an email at thesouthernscribe@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and thanks. Bye-bye.